Manchester United have officially confirmed the signing of Christian Orozco as their sixth summer transfer of the current window. The 18-year-old attacking midfielder has joined the Red Devils from Fortaleza CAF, a club competing in the Colombian Categoría Primera A. Orozco is a Colombia under-17 international and is regarded as one of the most promising talents to emerge from his academy. The transfer was completed last month, immediately after Orozco turned 18, since the agreement stipulated that the move could only be finalized once he reached that age. United had already agreed personal terms and a fee with Fortaleza the previous year, but the transfer remained unofficial until the club released a statement on Thursday night. The statement confirmed that Orozco will initially join United's academy setup rather than the first team. Reports outlining the agreement first emerged last year, and Orozco later confirmed that he visited Carrington in December as part of the process. Speaking to ESPN Colombia about his move, Orozco said, "I know my strengths are my physicality and my technique. I have those qualities, and with the gift God gave me, I don't think it will be too difficult, but everything is about adapting. I'm very young, and that's what I'll need to do." He added, "I expect to learn a lot of English. When I was there, I realized just how important it is. I want to arrive and learn as quickly as possible." These comments reflect the transitional period Orozco now faces as he adjusts to life in England while continuing his development within United's academy structure. Before continuing with the rest of this Manchester United update, if you are new here, this is Final Whiz, and this channel covers every confirmed transfer, contract situation, and squad update involving Manchester United. If you want to stay informed the moment official news breaks, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave a comment with your thoughts on Orozco's arrival. Your support directly helps this channel continue producing detailed coverage like this. Alongside Orozco's arrival at academy level, United have also strengthened their senior midfield this summer. Andre Santos joined from Chelsea, and Yuri Tielemans signed from Aston Villa as part of the club's plan to rebuild their midfield. There remains a possibility that a further midfielder could be signed before the transfer deadline. Away from incoming transfers, Manchester United face a significant financial commitment tied to an existing contract clause. Marcus Rashford is set to receive an additional £4 million if he remains at the club, as a result of a clause in his current deal that has now been activated by United's return to the Champions League. Rashford is one of 3 players who can benefit from this type of clause, with his contract having been signed before United altered the structure of performance-based bonuses. Prior to the arrival of Sir Jim Ratcliffe, players automatically received a 25% wage increase upon securing Champions League qualification. This structure applied to the long-term contracts signed by Mason Mount and Andre Onana in the summer of 2023, the same year Rashford agreed his own new 5-year deal. United's absence from Europe last season had triggered pay reductions for these players, but Champions League qualification for the new campaign has reversed those cuts. For players still contracted at Old Trafford, the terms of their legacy contracts make this bonus particularly significant, since newer deals require players to have featured in over 60% of total minutes, equating to roughly 2,000 minutes, across the previous season in order to qualify for a similar increase. Rashford spent last season on loan and therefore did not meet that requirement under the new structure, yet the clause in his existing contract still applies regardless. With Rashford earning approximately £16 million per year, the reactivation of this clause means an additional £4 million will be added to his existing salary. United are also required to pay Mount in excess of £1 million annually under a similar arrangement, while Onana's wages, currently covered by Trabzonspor during his loan spell, have also increased due to the same clause. Both Rashford and Onana have been made available for permanent transfer, though their inflated wage structures have complicated efforts to sell either player. A previous stance to actively sell Rashford appears to have shifted, with indications now suggesting he is more likely to remain at Old Trafford for the upcoming season. This financial outlay has also influenced United's broader transfer strategy, contributing to missed pursuits of targets such as Elliot Anderson and Mateus Fernandes.
If you're finding this breakdown useful, this is exactly the kind of financial and contractual detail Final Whiz covers regularly, so make sure you're subscribed to stay ahead of every update as it happens. Turning to Newcastle United, the club could field a significantly weakened starting 11 if Lewis Hall completes a transfer to Manchester United. Hall has been identified as United's leading target to strengthen their left-back position. Newcastle have appointed Matthias Jassel as their new head coach following the departure of Eddie Howe last week, and he now inherits a squad affected by multiple exits. Bruno Guimaraes has been given permission to travel for a medical ahead of a move to Arsenal, after the two clubs agreed a fee of £75 million. Sandro Tonali and Anthony Gordon have already departed for Tottenham and Barcelona respectively, while Jacob Murphy has been linked to a move to Everton as he enters the final 12 months of his contract. Newcastle are also managing several pre-season injuries, with Tino Livramonte's calf surgery expected to keep him sidelined for a longer period at the start of the season. Should Hall, Guimaraes, and Murphy all depart, Newcastle's available options would be significantly reduced, particularly in defense and midfield, where experienced alternatives are limited heading into the new campaign. Returning to Orozco, his official unveiling followed months of anticipation after the agreement with Fortaleza was reached last year. He made his first public appearance for United in a pre-season friendly, coming on as a substitute after the hour mark and offering an early glimpse of his ability. Sources close to the club have indicated that his development will be handled gradually as he adjusts to the physical and tactical demands of European football. Since Orozco doesn't currently speak English, coaching staff have relied on Spanish-speaking teammates, including Lenny Yoro, to help relay instructions during training. The club's official statement read in part, "Manchester United have completed the signing of exciting young midfielder Christian Orozco." It further confirmed that Orozco was developed within Rojo FC's academy system before playing 5 first-team matches for Fortaleza last season. Manager Michael Carrick, who has consistently backed academy prospects since his interim appointment in January, is expected to continue integrating young players throughout the pre-season schedule. United's under-20 side is scheduled to begin their season on August 18th with an away fixture against Middlesbrough. Manchester United's pursuit of Aurélien Tchouaméni has become increasingly difficult, largely due to developments involving Real Madrid and Manchester City captain Rodri. Real Madrid have been pursuing Rodri as a potential long-term midfield addition, but now face competition from Barcelona as Rodri enters the final year of his current contract. Although a contract extension has reportedly been offered to Rodri at City, he has previously expressed openness to returning to Spain. Should Real Madrid fail to sign Rodri, their willingness to consider offers for Tchouaméni will expect to decrease further, directly affecting United's chances of completing a deal. Real Madrid have shown no indication of willingness to sell the 26-year-old, who is believed to have agreed terms on a new 5-year contract, despite the absence of official confirmation. United have already spent £85 million combined on Santos and Tielemans this summer, and club officials continue to debate the value of pursuing a third midfield signing. Should a deal for Tchouaméni fail to materialize, any further midfield addition is expected to come at a more moderate fee rather than a marquee-level transfer. If a major midfield move does happen, or if there's a twist in these ongoing pursuits, you'll want to be subscribed to Final Whiz to catch it the moment it's confirmed. Drop a comment below telling us whether you'd prioritize Tchouaméni or trust Mount's current form instead. This next story explains exactly why that debate matters. Mason Mount's pre-season form has emerged as one of the standout stories of United's build-up to the new campaign, despite a previously inconsistent injury record. Mount ended last season strongly and has continued that form into pre-season, featuring prominently in matches against Rangers, Rosenborg, and Atletico Madrid. He has started alongside Santos in every pre-season fixture so far, positioning both players as likely starters for the opening Premier League match against Hull City. Tielemans is expected to make his first appearance against Paris Saint-Germain, while Kobbie Mainoo is set to return to full training next week, giving Carrick 4 senior midfield options for 2 starting positions. Mount's continued form has prompted internal discussions regarding a potential third midfield signing, given that additional competition could directly affect his role within Carrick's 4-2-3-1 system. Mount joined United from Chelsea in 2023 for a fee of £60 million, and any decline in his first-team involvement could influence future decisions regarding his long-term future at the club. United's confirmed transfer activity this summer includes several completed deals. Youri Tielemans signed from Aston Villa for £35 million, a move completed after United activated a release clause. He said upon signing, "It's hard to describe just how proud I am to join Manchester United. Signing for such a special club feels incredible." Carl Darlow joined for free from Leeds United, having made 22 Premier League appearances for Leeds last season. Andre Santos joined from Chelsea for £48 million, with potential add-ons taking the fee to £50 million.